Cooking in Alaska, making things that are great, even better. Welcome to Marianne's Alaska Kitchen.
Hi, welcome to Marianne's Alaska Kitchen. Today I'm going to be making some chicken fried steak and some mashed potatoes. This is literally my deathbed dinner that I would love. It's really my favorite. I always order it out when we're at a cafe or something. So let's get cooking. So traditionally, whether you're frying chicken, whether you're frying chicken fried steak, whether you're frying dill pickles or anything else, this is the system. Got flour first. Once you've dredged whatever, shrimp, beef, chicken, into the flour, you dip it into the egg, and then you dip it into panko or regular breadcrumbs, whatever your preference is. And my preference in this case is panko, and I don't season any of this. I season my meat directly. So we're gonna get seasoning our meat, we'll dredge, we'll fry it, and then I'll make some delicious sausage gravy and some mashed potatoes to go with it. So when we're talking about the meat for a chicken fried steak, it's obviously a steak. Usually it's cube steak. You can do it with hamburger even. Flatten it into a patty, coat it, fry it, and put the gravy on it. I couldn't get any cube steak in my local store, so I'm just using regular steak, and we'll put that through the same dredging process we would with a hamburger or a cube steak. So I've got my steak here, and I do have a meat tenderizer or flattener. If you don't have this, literally a hammer will work, or a rolling pin. You can just beat this with this. So all you're trying to do is flatten it. And you could do this under plastic wrap if it makes you more comfortable, but it works just fine. Now I'm going to do a little bit of cutting, and then I'm going to hammer it a little bit more. So I'm going to slice both ways, and I'm actually going to cross hatch here. And this helps tougher cuts of meat to be easier to tenderize. So that's what you want to see. It's about, I'd say, 1/4 of an inch thick. And that's where you want to get it to. So now that I've gotten it flattened, I'm going to season it with a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, garlic powder. And you want to do this rather than season your flour, because when you put the flour and season it, it gets diluted and it's not the right amount of seasoning. I'm going to do that on both sides. Salt, pepper, and garlic powder. And then it's ready for dredging. So I'm going to move that. Move my dredging station over. I'm going to put my meat into my flour. Press it in so that all of the meat gets a good coating of the flour. Shake off the excess. Put it into the egg. Shake off the excess again, and then put it into the panko. And I like to just bring it up on top, press it in, press it into the sides. And then I'm going to take it off, shake off the excess, take it off and put it on a plate. And I'm going to move on and do that with my other steaks. So I've got my dredged patties, my steaks. And what I forgot to mention is if you have cube steaks, you do not need to pound them out. They're already ready. So any other kind of steak, you need to pound them out and flatten them before dredging them. But cube steaks just need to be dredged, which is one of the nice things about a cube steak. So I'm going to let these dredged steaks sit here for about 10 to 15 minutes so that coating sets. If you don't do that, when you put them into the oil, a lot of the coating is just going to fly up into the oil and come off of your chicken fried steaks. So let them sit. If you're impatient like I am, it won't be easy, but definitely wait for that 10-15 minutes so that the coating sets really well before you fry them up. So while our chicken fried steaks are setting, I'm going to start my sausage gravy with just a little bit of oil, a half of a medium onion, some salt, some pepper, and once those are translucent, I'll add the sausage. So the onions are going pretty good. I'm going to add in about 3 or 4 cloves of garlic, depending on how much you love garlic. And just turn that down from high to about medium high. And then I'm going to throw my sausage in. This is just Jimmy Dean. Get that chopped up. And while this is browning, I'm going to add some cornstarch to it, which is going to thicken the gravy. You could also use flour if you don't have cornstarch. I'm going to add about a tablespoon and a half. And just coat the meat with the cornstarch. Water. And you can see the water is already thickening up, just that fast. And then I'm going to add some cream. Milk will do if you want, but I just love the cream. So mix that up. And, you know, just that fast it thickens up. It's fantastic what cornstarch or flour does to any liquid. It just turns it into a beautiful, gorgeous gravy. And into that gravy, I'm going to add some dried parsley. Give it some flavor and pretty greenness. And it's just that fast. Sausage gravy, done. So I'm not doing anything fancy for the potatoes. I'm just going to do some instant potatoes with milk, salt, pepper, tablespoon of butter, and a dash of chicken stock, and my potato flakes. And that's it for the potatoes. So I have checked my oil, and is ready. So I'm gonna grab a fork. And put some steaks in. And that coating is staying on because I let it set for a little while. It's actually staying on perfectly. So my oil is perfect, and you can see it's turning brown really quickly. The nice thing about this is the steak is very thin, so it doesn't need to be in there for a long time to get actually done. So once you see it turn brown, which is what I'm seeing on the edges of this, flip it. And you've got that golden brown, that looks beautiful. An inch from heaven. And you can see the outside of my pan isn't making that quite as brown, so I'm going to turn it around. And I've got a plate with a paper towel on it waiting for these to go on. Keep that far enough away from your oven so it doesn't light fire. I have done that, embarrassingly enough. And then just periodically check underneath and make sure that you're getting the same color on the other side before you take them out. Stir that gravy up so it doesn't get clumpy, and it looks beautiful. I'm going to give that about 30 seconds more, and we're going to be ready to eat. So, taste test here.
Taste test.
It looks pretty glorious, I have to say.
Yeah, it looks very good. Alright, here we go.
No pressure.
It's very good. Very flavorful. It's just crispy enough. The gravy has a nice flavor to it. It's not too salty. And everything just has a nice mix.
And it's steak and potatoes. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah, can't go wrong.
So thanks for visiting us at Mary Ann Celeste Kitchen. Hope to see you again. Please hit that subscribe button and like and notify if you like what you see. Ring the bell. We'll be looking forward to hearing from you and reading your comments and getting back with you. So we'll see you next time.